Okay, the next thing what we're going to do is with our ruler and with our pencil, we're going to start cutting out our actual plaster strips. These are the strips that we will be placing over the face. So let me show you a demonstration of how to do that. I'm going to take my ruler right here and I'm going to line it edge to edge. That means that the edge of the ruler will line up with the edge of the plaster. I will then take my pencil and I will just draw ruler width a line straight down. When I draw that line straight down, I have the width of my plaster sheet. Does it need to be perfect? Absolutely not. But we want it to be close. I will then repeat this process 2 more times. After I do this process, I'm going to be left with a smaller strip. These are perfect. These small strips will actually be used for the mouth and they'll be used for the nose. So please do not throw these away. Keep these strips. All right, now I'm going to take out my scissors and I'm going to cut on the line. When I cut on the line, out of my 7 strips, I will have 3 large strips and then I will have 7 smaller strips. That should give me a total amount of strips of 28. 3 times 7 is 21. So I will have 21 large strips and 7 small strips. We use a little bit of math in this class, and that's super important to be able to count. So I will finish continually cutting out these strips. Once these strips are cut out, I will then demonstrate to you what we're going to do next with the strips. It is not that easy to cut these out, so you have to take your time. If you rush through cutting these strips, a lot of the plaster is going to fall off. If that plaster falls off, that means it will not stick to the face that you'll be applying it to. So please take your time. Sometimes reset your scissors. Keep tension on the plaster so it cuts nice and neatly. As you can see, I've finished cutting these strips. I now have 3 large strips, 1 small strip, and I will repeat this process with my 6 other sheets. Okay, we are done cutting. We are now ready to store our strips. But I want you to do some active listening on this particular part. Very important to kind of refresh your memory on what we just went over. The tools that we need are scissors, ruler, and a pencil. We need to make sure we have 7 sheets of plaster. Again, the sheets of plaster look like this. Once we have used our ruler width, ruler length to make our plaster sheets and strips, we want to have a total of 21 thick strips and 7 small strips. So now we want to store those strips. Very easy. We take a plastic bag, we take our strips, we can set them in the bag like so. Then we take our smaller strips, set them in the bag like so. Very important we don't scrunch them up and bunch them up. We then tie our bag off, write our name on it, put it in the back of the room.